Kogi state government dispels rumors the governor is incapacitated. Economic and Financial Crimes Commission invites former finance minister over ABACHA loot. Nigerian police forced to prosecute Senator Dino Melaye, others over illegal weapon possession. And in sports, Manchester City ready for showdown with Liverpool. Details of this and more in a moment. Welcome to the AM News on Television Nigerian. I am Eunice Johnson. The Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has dispelled reports that he was incapacitated from a recent accident. The governor made this known through the Director General of his Media and Publicity Unit, Kingsley Fanwo. He explained that he only sustained minor injuries on his left foot and had since had the feet attended to by doctors. The statement explained that the governor missed his balance while alighting from a vehicle. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has invited former Finance Minister Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala over controversies surrounding more than $250 million recovered from the family of former military dictator Sani Abacha. The invitation follows revelations that the former Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy in the immediate past Goodluck Jonathan-led administration authorized the release of $300 million to the office of the former National Security Advisor. The money, which was released to be used in the 2015 counter-insurgency operation, was reportedly diverted to other avenues. The EFCC chairman said the ex-finance minister will assist the commission in tracing funds from the disbursement that were allegedly diverted to media services, opinion polls, and personal matters. The Nigeria Police Force says it would arraign Senator Dino Melaye and 4 other suspects rearrested for the alleged conspiracy and unlawful possession of firearms. The force spokesman Jimoh Moshood, who made the disclosure while briefing newsmen on the arrest of the 6 suspects in Abuja, said 2 of the suspects were still at large. Moshood said that Saidu and Salisu, were principal suspects, were rearrested in Tafawa Balewa local government area of Bauchi State and Ganaja village, Lokoja, Kogi State. The Nigerian Army has been commended for its success in fighting crime and insurgency in the country. This formed the thrust of a press conference in Abuja, where a group, Northern Interfaith and Religious Organization for Peace, enjoined the Army to do more in protecting the country's integrity. TVN's correspondent Austin Peacemaker Inaide reports.
Following the successes trailing SSS Aya Patoma by the Nigerian Army, a group, Northern Interfaith and Religious Organization for Peace, says the Army has been able to curtail elders-farmers clash in some states. In a press conference on the state of the nation in Abuja, the group led by its national coordinator, Bishop Prince Gabriel Ububa, hailed the efforts of the Army.
Interfaith Religious Organization for Peace salute the President Buhari-led administration on its effort on security, without which the peddlers of discord would have succeeded in their bid to destabilize our dear nation. We hail the effort of the Nigerian Army, in particular, for the protecting the life of all citizens without consideration for ethnic or religious affiliation. It is the Nigerian Army that has stood against wanton destruction of lives and properties.
The group, while calling on well-meaning members of the public to pray against the activities of disgruntled elements in the society, also charged Nigerians to embrace love irrespective of religious differences.
We call on Nigerians of all faiths to frequently pray against the evil men in our midst. They should plead God to frustrate the attempts to flood and taint the land with blood as a gimmick ahead of the 2019 general election.
It will be recalled that SSS Aya Patoma was launched by the Nigerian Army in February 2018. The exercise, which has so far been described as successful, was recently extended for 2 months in Taraba State. The Northern Interfaith and Religious Organization for Peace ended its peace message with a call to Nigerians to stand up defeat evils in the country. Austin Peacemaker Inaide, TVN News.
A group, Center for Social Justice, says the delay in the passage of 2018 budget is impacting negatively on the economy. Lead director of the civil society group Eze Onyekpere revealed this in Abuja recently. Eze noted that the impact was being felt negatively as the budget was required by public and private sector stakeholders to plan and manage their economic activities. According to him, the delay compounds the already uncertain economic situation in the country. Similarly, the group's head of research, Budget Nigeria, Atiku Samuel, added that lack of a budget calendar, lack of coordination and planning remain the major reasons for the setback. He explained that the executive, legislators and other stakeholders should be involved in the budget planning phase to avoid unnecessary delays. After the break, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport records heavy passenger traffic. Thanks for staying tuned. Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, has continued to witness heavy movement of passengers as hundreds of travelers return to work after the Easter celebration. The local wing of the airport was busy with hundreds of passengers who traveled to different parts of the country returning to the Federal Capital Territory. Airport officials disclosed there was massive arrival of passengers to the airport since Monday evening. Officials say the airport recorded more incoming flights than departure, as majority of passengers are supposedly coming to resume work after the celebration. The federal government had declared Friday, March 30th and Monday, April 2nd as public holidays to observe the Easter celebration. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Vice Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, has warned against politicization of security issues on social media. Abubakar issued the warning in Uyo in a keynote address delivered at the opening ceremony of the 3rd Inter-Nigerian Air Force Combat Sports Competition, tagged Uyo 2018. He said that the Nigerian Air Force would continue to train its personnel to be combat ready by ensuring that they are physically fit. The Chief of Air Staff insists that the Nigerian Air Force will continue to meet its statutory responsibilities of defending the territorial integrity of the country. Sadiq Abubakar said that the competition was part of measures put in place by the force to ensure that personnel were in sound mind and body and ready to defend the country. On his part, the governor of Cross River State, Ben Ayade, said the competition was organized to inculcate the core values of the force. Ayade, who was represented by his deputy, Ivara Esu, further explained that the competition would keep Air Force personnel fit to combat the country's security challenges. The National Assembly, NAS, has resolved to kick-start NAS Open Week in a bid to deepen understanding of the legislature as an institution. Leader of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, who stated this during the inauguration of the Planning Committee, said the essence of the Open Week is to showcase the activities of the National Assembly in commemoration of the 3rd anniversary of the 8th Senate.
The National Assembly, right from 1999 to date, has been battling with its public image. Clearly, this is the most misunderstood arm of government. Even the constituents that elect us on a 4-yearly basis hardly understand what we do. And this is an outlet that will afford us the opportunity to interact properly outside of our constituencies and senatorial districts with the public and various interest groups in the National Assembly.
He said the Open Week will give constituents, stakeholders, as well as the executive the opportunity to interact with lawmakers for a better understanding of the workings of the National Assembly and the overall legislative process. The committee is expected to plan, coordinate, and come up with resolutions and recommendations that will aid a successful NAS Open Week. The National Assembly Open Week is coming amidst outcry on the need to open the doors of the Parliament to citizens as a way of strengthening accountability and engagement. And in sports, Manchester City midfielder Ilkay Gundogan believes they are prepared to cope with Liverpool's attacking trio in the first leg of the Champions League quarter-finals at Anfield on Wednesday. City's 4-3 defeat at Liverpool in January was their only loss against an English Premier League side this season. It came courtesy 3 goals in 9 second-half minutes from Roberto Firmino, Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah, who have combined to score 75 goals in all competitions for Liverpool this season. Liverpool is still the only team that has been capable of beating Manchester City in the Premier League. Gundogan spent 4 years playing under Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp, who managed Borussia Dortmund before moving to England. United States President Donald Trump says the U.S. military will guard the U.S.-Mexico border until his long-promised border wall is complete. Trump said the U.S. has very bad laws for its border and the North American country will do something militarily. He explained that people cannot be allowed to flow into the U.S. illegally. Trump had privately floated the idea of funding construction of a border wall with Mexico through the U.S. military budget. To end the news, a recap of the major stories. Kogi state government dispels rumors the governor is incapacitated. Economic and Financial Crimes Commission invites former finance minister over ABACHA loot. Nigerian police forced to prosecute Senator Dino Melaye, others over illegal weapon possession. And in sports, Manchester City ready for showdown with Liverpool. And that's the AM News on Television Nigerian. But before we go, I leave you with this thought. Remember, peace is priceless. Terror is senseless. Therefore, let's give peace a chance. Thank you very much for being part of the news. I am Eunice Johnson. Have a beautiful day ahead.